Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about the playoffs, that will be the second part, but also about the Arizona Coyotes. Because I got news about half an hour ago from the hockey guy that Tempe voted no for the new Coyotes arena. So the question is, what will happen? How long will we see these beautiful and fantastic jerseys? This Reverse Retro 1.0 is fantastic, one of my favorite jerseys. I always loved the Howling Coyote and of course the Kachina, which is also wonderful. But what will happen with the Coyotes? Will they stay in ASU for a longer time? I say definitely no. 5,000 seater arena for an NHL team, this cannot work for longer. It may have worked for 2, maybe 3 years, but thereafter the financial problems are just too big and the owner, Alex Mariello, will not pay up for the Coyotes for such a long time. Will they move? Will we have a second Atlanta Thrashers situation? The Thrashers, yeah, absolutely. They didn't fold because there was no interest. They just folded because there was no building. I saw the Thrashers play live in action against the New Jersey Devils in 2011. I think it was in March. They lost the game against the Devils and Ilya Kovalchuk, their former player. And shortly after, they moved to Winnipeg because Phillips Arena was no longer available to them. Will the same happen to the Coyotes? I think, yeah, it just has happened. It's not a question if the Coyotes will move now, it's a question of when. Is there a building available somewhere else? Yeah, definitely. I also doubt that they will go to Quebec City. Quebec City is already a hockey market. They're already selling a lot of merchandise there. What Quebec should get, my opinion, is maybe every second year 2 regular season games, a home and home between the former Nordiques, so the Colorado Avalanche, and the Montreal Canadiens. They could make really a lot of money printing or making these Nordiques jerseys and having the Avalanche play in Nordiques jerseys, 1 home, 1 road game against the Habs. This definitely would work. And I definitely think that Quebec City would deserve something like that. But a full-time NHL team, when the Coyotes fold, maybe if the Florida Panthers would have folded, Quebec City would have been the perfect spot. You wouldn't have to realign the divisions. Just, okay, you don't play in Sunrise, you play in Quebec. Less travel for the Bruins and for the Sens and the Leafs and the Habs, of course. Everything would have been perfect. But with Arizona, most likely out of they have no building right now. They will not move to Quebec City. I would think, Houston would be the perfect spot. Houston, the city, I've been there too. Watched some baseball games there in summer 2013, 14. Anyway, Houston, nice city, beautiful nightlife, a lot of people, a lot of money, and I'm sure the NHL will want some of this money. Yeah, that's it all about. The building is there, the building where the Rockets are playing. It's Toyota Center. It's Toyota Center. It's big enough for the NBA, so it is big enough for the NHL. The question there, of course, is can the owner of the Rockets and Alex Mariello or whoever buys the Coyotes, can they agree on a building share? Which I think should not be a problem, but let's see what they do. Or they go to a new market like to Salt Lake City or to Kansas City. Both cities have an arena. In Salt Lake City is where the Utah Jazz are playing. And in Kansas City, how is it called? I don't know. They do have a building, 17,000 seater arena. And I think a hockey team in Kansas City would be something good to round up the situation that they do not have only football and baseball. There's no basketball, no NBA basketball in Kansas City. Would this attract an NBA team if the NHL goes there? This is absolutely possible. But the favorite, of course, is Houston, the biggest city in the US that does not have an NHL team. Let's see what happens. we will get a decision, I think soon, within the next month or so. For next season, one more year in ASU, yeah, maybe, probably, but latest in 2024, we will see another location for the Arizona Coyotes. So far about that. Okay, now some words about the playoffs. We have 4 teams left. We have Dallas against Vegas, and we have Florida against Carolina. So 4 Southern teams. Was this fixed for the NHL? Always the question. No, it was not. Have you seen the games? There were some controversial calls, but no game-deciding controversial calls. The teams that moved to the conference final definitely deserved being in the conference final, and I wish them all the best. And word is that there will be at least one matinee game on the weekend, so hopefully I can watch it. I have to work, so we will see. Normally it's pretty hard for me to watch playoff games, especially conference final, Stanley Cup final, because they are, of course, at prime time for the North American market. So normally 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, which is 2 o'clock in the morning my time. Sometimes I stay up to watch these games, but rarely, especially when I have to work too, and I cannot work an early shift. So starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little earlier, and watch a hockey game at 2 o'clock at night. That's pretty unfortunate. But as mentioned, I will follow as much as I can, may it be through the condensed games they have on YouTube from Sportsnet, which is absolutely great. And let's see what else I can do. I will follow it as far as I can anyway. And as mentioned, I wish all the teams the best. Let's see who comes out on top. My picks are normally totally off, so I was very surprised to saw me at 5th on the Twisted Wrister members bracket. It will not stay like that because I have only picked one of the 4 teams go to the conference finals correctly, and that was Dallas. Yeah, I also had Colorado eliminated, not in the first but in the second round against Dallas. Let's see what they do. Florida, Carolina, and Vegas. My pick was that they were all eliminated in the first round. They are all in the conference final. So, yeah, I might be crazy about hockey, but my pickings are normally pretty bad. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and it's completely open. Both series could become a coin flip. Let's see how many players are really injured. I'm really looking forward to follow these playoffs, these conference finals, as much as I can. Alright, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? What will the Arizona Coyotes do? Will they stay in Mullet Arena? Will they build a new building anywhere else in Arizona? I cannot see that. Where will they go? Where should they go? And who do you think will win the Stanley Cup? I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And see you soon with more hockey talk here on the channel. Goodbye.